struck him out. Stand, baby! Nice play.
Welcome to Denver, and these Mariner fans looking for a W today as the Mariners try to get their second win on this road trip. It's been a tough go, but they're ready to bounce back, something they've been doing all year as we begin the final game of the unofficial first half. Mariners-Rockies. As the Rockies take the field right now, Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew, Tyler Anderson, an Oregon Duck by way of Las Vegas. It's going to be the starting pitcher, and let's take a look at the Mariner batting order that he's going to face this afternoon.
Mariner starting lineup brought to you by Jack in the Box and D. Gordon, as you see, relaxed right there. D hitting .350 when leading off a game this year for the Mariners. Guillermo Heredia is going to hit 7th in the lineup, his first start of the series. David Freitas and Mike Leake will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Tyler Anderson on the year, a 6-3 record, a 3.76 ERA, 102 strikeouts, over 37 walks. Opponents hitting .235 against him. He has given up 16 home runs this year. In the defense for the Rockies, good defensive club. They are second in the National League in fielding percentage. Charlie Blackmon will be in center field. DJ LeMahieu, a late scratch yesterday, but back in the lineup. He will be at second base, and Chris Iannetta, the former Mariner, will do the catching. Mentioned Tyler Anderson in his last outing. He's really been on a roll lately. 6 innings, 3 hits, just 1 earned run. Again, 1 earned run over his last 22 innings, 109 pitches. That is a career high for him in his last outing.
Say rain's supposed to hit us about 4 o'clock. Scott Service. He'll be sticking around here. Lives a little bit south of here. Said he's got a lot of yard work to do. I said, he got tractor? Yep. My wife's got a big list for him. He's ready to do that. He figures the question was posed to him, what do you think your general manager, Jerry DePoto, is going to be doing during the All-Star break? He's probably going to have cauliflower ear.
Probably. And for Scott, certainly deserves the break. The Mariners have played well in the first half. Want to finish up today with a win. Struggle offensively for them lately, but they are 3rd in the American League in hitting. And again, I think the top of the lineup can do some damage by running to get on base, put some pressure on the Rockies.
You know, that first of these 97 games, first third, there was a lot of good running. A lot of good running.
There was, but I think also because of the schedule and as much of these guys have played, a lot of them are banged up. We talked about Gordon and his hip issue. With Segura, he's had some issues also. Span in his foot, you've talked about that. So just this, I think overall the amount of games that they play, this is game number 97 for him. That has caught up to him.
For those of you wondering, because I certainly was, next year the All-Star game is in Cleveland on July 9, the 2nd Tuesday, and not the 3rd Tuesday like this year. Here we go. First pitch. It's in there for a strike, and we got the Marine Cullen balls and strikes. Laz Diaz. Here we go, boys.
He'll keep it moving.
Manny Gonzalez at first, Jensen Viscotti at second, and Jeff Nelson, the crew chief, at third.
Tyler Anderson, you can see a unique delivery for him, a little bit of a hesitation. I don't think that will be much of a problem for the Mariners as far as their timing goes.
Deep fouls one back. Mariners saw Tyler Anderson last year, and they got to him pretty good. Here in Colorado, May 30th, he went 5 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, all earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Mariners won that game 10-4. Story off his glove. D. Gordon's aboard.
Another base hit for D, leading off a game. Leading off a game this year, hitting .350 this year. So he's been on base a lot to start with, and another infield base hit right off the end of the glove of Story. I'm not sure he would have been able to throw him out. It'll be a base hit.
We're talking about game 97. Mentally, physically, I mean, you can see the finish line for the first half. You can smell the finish line.
Yes, and I think again for a lot of them, obviously you have some all-stars, Segura being one of them. They're looking forward to that, but I think for the biggest part is just to get that mental break. And when you consider with the Mariners in their first half, and then again 20 games over 500, they've played well. There's so many close games, Dave, that takes a toll on you too that you really don't think about. Talk a lot about the physical problems. He tries to bunt, fouls us off. But I think that mental grind of it is typically the most difficult thing, but especially when you're playing so many close games.
Mentally, you're squeezing the orange a lot.
Exactly. And as you mentioned, especially this year because they've had to play so many more games than in a regular year when they get to the break. 97 games today. That's a lot.
Pretty good lead for D. 0-1 here for Segura. Down the line foul. 67 degrees, humidity 81%, winds out of the north at 10. Flags right now blowing left to right. And it's 30 degrees cooler than it was yesterday.
For Segura, he is 5 for 8 against Anderson in his career. Hasn't had much issue picking up base hits.
D breaks. Swing on and past the diving first baseman Ian Desmond. Making his way to third. He'll stay there, D. Gordon. And here we go. Run game. Checking the box here in the first inning. First and third, nobody out.
And sometimes when you're struggling offensively, this is going to be one of the keys for them throughout the year, and it has been in the first half. Primero Supermo in the swing by Segura, inside out swing. Tremendous jump by D. Gordon. He would have stolen that easily, but instead, first and third situation to start the game.
Bring up Mitch Haniger. About the great catch he made yesterday, right center field, going over his head. I mean, he took a great route, extended, made a wonderful catch. One of the reasons why he's headed to D.C. in the All-Star game. 18 homers. Third in the league in RBIs at 66.
Mariners are 6 for 18 with runners in scoring position in this series. Most of that on the first night, and they scored 7 runs.
That was a big 4 spot late. Did a great job coming back and just ran out of time. 1-0 pitch here to Haniger. Runners at the corners. Takes a great route. Well done.
Over the shoulder catch, full extension. Great route.
Nice to know he's going to be, the rest of the Mariners will be on national display down in D.C. Here over in D.C. Throw over to first. 14 out of 21 in base stealing. He's got service. I mean, the state of the Mariners situation. One of the things, he said a lot of interesting things. One of them, he said, taking advantage, obviously, of winning those one-run games, taking advantage of teams that have been on a downslide, catching this Colorado team on an uptick for sure. But all in all, so many good things to talk about. He said he thought it was going to be a high-scoring team. It turned out, the pitching turned out way better than they anticipated, even with some of the woes lately.
Yeah, I think a real strength for them in the first half has been the starting pitching. Of course, Felix and Paxton now on the DL, but they'll be back right after the half.
That one's ripped. Base hit, left field, RBI for Haniger. Mariners take a 1-0 lead. First 3 men have reached via the base hit. Haniger's RBI is 67th.
It's good to see him score early. Primero Supermo, it's on a changeup. He barrels it up into left field, solid line drive.
One nothing Mariners. Runners at first and second. Haniger's a good runner, as is Segura. Kyle Seager coming off an 0 for 4. 16 homers, 56 runs batted in. Popped up. Arenado. That's 6 rolls back. Scott talked about doing a great job in one-run games, how phenomenal Diaz has been. No argument with that. Very good defense. Defensively solid. Haven't beaten ourselves too many times. He's trying to get, looking forward to Zunino and Nicasio. They had a little bit, disappointing in the first half. Looking for them to have a good, strong second half. D. Gordon, room to improve. Lots to like about what he did. So he wants to get back to playing carefree and aggressively.
Well, I think that listening to all that, Dave, I think there's a couple of things to keep in mind. As we talked about, these guys, all of them dealing with certain injuries, how many baseball games they have played here in the first half. But once they come back in the second half, 65 games remaining and a lot to play for. I don't think it's going to take much for them to get excited about playing on a daily basis. They'll certainly be able to see September and know what that means and the possibilities of it.
Well, they have, exactly right, and they have this time to reflect on it and just gear up. What was your process going into the second half like this? You know, you catch your breath, your tongue's hanging out, you got to wrap it back up on your head.
Again, it depends on the year. There's been years where I was on teams that were struggling. And you think more individual things when it comes to that. But when your team is in it and you have a chance to win ball games, that makes it more fun. It makes it easier to get ready for the games. These guys will be at the ballpark earlier. Just the excitement of it all is a much better atmosphere for them.
Put in play to LeMahieu. There's a story for one, and Seager beats it out. Over to third goes Segura. So Haniger's erased 4-6. Fielder's choice Seager.
Kyle, he's always going to run hard to stay out of the double play. Segura will move up to third, so good opportunity for the Mariners to pick up another run.
That's the other thing you got to keep harping on it. And I know the Mariners on it down, and people ran into people out here. We got to win today. It's desperate. 20 games over 500, way ahead of where they thought they were going to be, where any of us thought they'd be. Here's Ryan Healy, 1 for 3 yesterday. Mariners banged out just 5 hits, lose 4-1 on John Gray, who was dominant yesterday. Foul ball.
As I mentioned, Tyler Anderson has been pitching well lately, so you have an opportunity to pick up another run, hopefully a couple more runs here in the first inning before he has a chance to settle in. He's already shown a pretty good changeup here in the first. His changeup 82 miles an hour. His average fastball at 92.
Won his last 2 decisions against the Dodgers and Giants. Out of play. Mariners at 58-38. 5 back. Off Houston, Colorado, 3rd place in the West. National League West, 50-45, 2.5 behind Arizona. And the Dodgers just a half game behind the D-backs. We'll see those 2 teams as we move forward into the second half, as well as the Giants. Oakland Ball Club held on last night, a 4-3 win. Blake Trinan had some night bottom 9 drama, a couple of men on. They got a big strikeout late. 0-2 pitch here. Anderson from the same high school in Las Vegas, Valley High School, that produced the likes of right-hander Mike Morgan, catcher Doug Mirabelli, and a Hall of Famer by the name of Maddox, first name Gray. Two and two.
Back-to-back cutters in on the inside corner. He's trying to get back to his changeup if he can.
Anderson 6'4", 210, 28 years old. Rockies got him first round, 20th pick overall in the 2011 draft. Right field. Gonzalez taking off in the stands. Healy's first half, your thoughts?
I think what you mentioned with a number of the guys, a little bit inconsistent as far as his average goes. You have to be happy with the power numbers, 18 home runs. He's really played well at first base defensively. It's been a real upgrade for them, helping them. And I think, again, a younger player last year, 25 home runs, everybody talked about that. Hitting 270, you'd like to see him get back to that mark, and I think that he has a chance to do that in the second half. He struggled a little bit over the last couple of weeks. At one point, he was in that 250, 260 range, which is fine.
He had a nice run. He's hit the ball hard, going pole to pole, too.
Yeah, and so I think for him, second half, it's a chance to have a nice year overall. And last year, a career high 25 home runs. He's on pace to go well past that.
Interesting to see what happens a month from yesterday. Robbie Cano becomes eligible. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called.
And back to the cutter.
Strikeout for Anderson, 2 outs.
8 pitches in the at-bat. Primera Supermo is going to be the cutter, 87 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone, just catching the outside corner.
Brings up Denard Span. A couple of runners on for him, 2 outs. Overall numbers right there. Mariners and Tampa Bay with the Mariners. 303, 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. Span took a called 3rd strike in last night's game. Davis came in and shut down the Mariners. 1, 2, 3. One. So the Mariners get the first 3 men aboard. We've got Segura. He's at 3rd now. Kyle Seager, he's at 1st. With 2 outs. Haniger's driven in first run of the ball game. Span trying to add to it. Anderson, a 6-3 record, 3.76 ERA. He's already pitched 107 2/3 innings.
Already 25 pitches here in the first. 19 strikes.
That is going to get down. Segura scores. Seager to 3rd. He'll get the stop sign. Denard Span. Good 2-strike hitting, an RBI double. 2-0 Mariners.
It was interesting because they were playing him to pull the ball in the outfield. Charlie Blackmon, the center fielder, was in right center, but pitching him away with the cutter. Clutch base hit.
Our eyes and ears are going to be peeled to any kind of activity during the All-Star break. Let's see what Jerry Dipoto and company come up with in search of a couple of arms. There's Guillermo Heredia, a pinch hit last night, 0 for 1. Big opportunity for him. Check swing. Guillermo, the 7th man to the plate here in the first inning. Sermon in the foreground, Gene and D having some fun there. 0-1 pitch here. Bouncing ball to the shortstop Story. Throws out Guillermo. Productive inning for the Mariners. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, leave a couple. Mike Leake is going to take the mound when we come back. performance right out of the gate for the Mariners as they get 2 runs on 4 hits, and they go 2 for 5 runners in scoring position. Take a 2-0 lead. Hand it over to Mike Leake. Good work, RBIs by Haniger and Span. And now for Mr. Leake, who over his last 3 starts, 2 losses and a no decision, looking for his first win since his brilliant performance in Boston on June 23rd. Here's a look at the lineup he'll face today.
DJ LeMahieu, again, a late scratch yesterday. Lower back problem, but in the lineup is going to lead things off. The cleanup hitter, Carlos Gonzalez, his 11th home run in last night's ball game. Ian Desmond hitting 7th in the lineup. You want to be careful with him. 18 home runs on the year. And for Mike, 8-6 record, a 4.36 ERA. Fastball, cutter, changeup, slider, curveball. Mike show a little bit of everything. His average fastball this year at 89 miles an hour.
LeMahieu, Friday night, 2 for 5, and he's got a base knock right here.
Defense for the Mariners. Guillermo Heredia getting his first start. He will be in center field. Seager and Healy on the corners. David Freitas will do the catching. For Mike in his last outing against the Angels, it was a tough one. 4 innings, 12 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, and the 1 strikeout through 81 pitches.
You notice when they play that song, Charlie doesn't fully get into the box and the crowd gets a chance to sing tonight. I watched them the first night.
But it's a good move.
I watched him the first night. I said, what's he doing? And he went, as soon as tonight hit, then he got in the box.
And it's starting to rain.
One to 1 to count. Majors in hits, 213 last year, led the league in batting last year. Good player, Charlie Blackmon. StatCast powered by AWS. Take a look at defensive alignment. Segura's under it. Big out.
Pretty good changeup. Mike typically is going to mix it up, use all of his pitches. This year he's throwing his fastball about 38% of the time, and mixing in the cutter and the changeup primarily, occasionally with the slider and the curveball.
There's Arenado, 2 for 4 last night on his bobblehead. Back safely, LeMahieu. Here's strike 1-1. Mike, no stranger to Coors Field, given all his time in the National League. He's been with Cincinnati, San Francisco, and St. Louis. Foul back. Arenado, another great year. Saw him get easily his best hitting performance against the Mariners. And counting last week, first 2 games of the series. Look out.
Overall this year, Arenado hitting .309, 23 home runs. Gold Glove third baseman on his way to the All-Star game.
5 consecutive Gold Gloves. 2-2 pitch. I thought that play yesterday was really neat what he did when the sun was a factor. He fielded a ground ball, and we were wondering why he took like 2 steps to his right to get out of the sunshine.
Yep.
Helped the first baseman Desmond.
And when we first saw the play, it was strange. I wasn't sure what he was doing, but then when you see the replay and he gets himself into the shadows, helps him out.
Lake
Loses him.
2 men aboard here for the Rockies. Pretty steady rain right now.
Oh, it's Gonzalez. Cleanup hitter for the Rockies. 11 home runs on the year, 41 RBIs. Had a home run yesterday to dead center field. 455 feet on the home run.
Friday went nuts too. 3 for 3, 3 runs scored. He's on base 5 times. Good win. Judging from the flags coming in from left center field. Take a look at what Gonzalez did yesterday. 2-run shot in the second inning. I think a full extension on that. Wow, he painted the top, painted the bottom, and Laz won't give it to him. 2-0. Gonzalez 3 for 12 against Leake. Pitch. D. Gordon taking himself. Nice play. Double play, and it comes in a very timely fashion. Nicely turned by D. Gordon, 2-0 Mariners. Showdown when they host the San Francisco Giants for 2-game interleague series starting July 24th. Tickets for one of the hottest series of the summer, they're available right now. Go get them, Mariners.com. Light rain in the area, we're told. Jeff Nelson, a crew chief, checking with the grounds crew. Last game before the All-Star game, boys. Pick it up. David Freitas, Mike Leake and D. Gordon. 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Ground ball to Story. Bobbles, a little wet out there.
Big base hit by Denard Span. And Tyler Anderson has really been throwing the ball well in some trouble, and with 2 outs, he came up with a base hit to drive in the second run. Certainly didn't want to let him off the hook. Mike Leake in the lineup today, National League Ballpark.
How about Mike in his career? 200, 6 homers, 31 runs batted in, 18 doubles, and a triple. They had 5 of the home runs with Cincinnati. Or as Sparky Anderson would say, Cincinnati. That's a healthy cut.
Yeah, it was. Fastball top of the strike zone.
Well, that range really picking up. Mike, this is not boding well.
A little late on that fastball.
So this is a singular cell hanging over downtown. We'll move on. Certainly not a singular sensation, that's for sure. Like Mike's approach. I've done this before. Let's go.
Get your hacks in. He's around the strike zone.
Goes down swinging. The question begs, how annoying is it playing in this kind of rain like this?
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, guys. Especially if you're hitting, you have the visor of your helmet with the water dripping down and trying to keep the water off of your bat. And there you can see it right there with D in the field. The worst part about it is trying to throw because the ball gets in the grass where it's wet.
Which we just saw Story.
Take his time and in the easy throw, get rid of it a little bit quicker with less on it to try to be a little more accurate with it. But it's annoying.
D with an infield hit, lead off the ball game. First inning RBIs by Haniger and Span for the 2-0 lead. Hey, quick pitching?
Yep.
What's up? Let's see, where are we? Mid-July, almost mid-July. We haven't seen it in a while. Saw a bunch of guys do that early in the season. I believe Johnny
we saw Felix do it a few times.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Great effect.
Yep.
When we played the Giants, Johnny Cueto, I believe, was reactivated recently. We'll get to see a little shimmy shake.
Yep.
Two out, nobody on. 1 and 2 to D. Gordon. Inning over. Third strikeout for Anderson. Mariners lead at 2-0. by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. 2 more by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partner in health. Learn how to stay Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org/Mariners. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. The Rocky Mountain Beauty. Not far from Denver here with the Mariners trying to salvage a game in this series against the Rockies like they did last week at home in Seattle. 2-0 lead. First inning RBIs by Henniger and Span. Trevor Story leads off here in the Colorado second.
Mike needed to make a pitch in the first inning, was able to do it, get a double play, get himself out of a little bit of trouble.
Trevor Story is going to strike out a lot, and he's going to hit a lot of home runs. And they got all of this. And one thing, I got a changeup straight away center field.
That's 19th home run on the year. Over 100 strikeouts this year for him, but 19 home runs. He's an all-star.
Twice led the National League in Ks, too. I think it was just a short while ago Troy Tulowitzki was healthy and playing here for the Rockies before moving on to Toronto, and then even more injuries up there. Story, Parra, and Desmond, 5, 6, and 7 coming up here in the second inning. John Gray on the left. He pitched a well of a ball game for the Mariners after just being recalled from AAA Albuquerque. 7 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, a walk, and 6 Ks. The Mariners under control. 2-2. And that's the story right there. Strikeout of Trevor, 1 out in the second. Time now for the Geico This Day in MLB history. Take it back to '93. Jeff Nelson played left field for one batter in the Mariners' 3-2 win over the Red Sox. He threw an inning and a third of relief. Mike Greenwell popped up to second with Nelson in left. Mike Flowers, you were third base that day.
Not that Jeff Nelson.
No, not this Jeff Nelson, no.
The Jeff Nelson that used to pitch for the Mariners, the reliever. They put him in left field, and you can understand why Lou would want to do that. Greenwell, a good hitter, good left-handed hitter. But
sure was.
So they brought in Dennis Powell, left-handed pitcher. It ended up being a 17-pitch at bat, something that Lou, I'm sure, didn't want to see with a pitcher out in left field, but it ended up working out.
17 pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And they brought him back in and from left field so that he could pitch to the right-hander after that, but it worked out.
Knowing Nelly a little bit, I do. What was his reaction when he said, "Hey, you got left field"?
No problem, got it. Ran
Okay.
out there, yeah.
Poor fouling one off.
You know, too, they don't do it as much. They do some now, but not as much. But those guys all used to be out there power shagging all the time, running down fly balls all over the place. And plus, at Fenway, left field, there's not a lot of ground you have to cover there.
Give yourself enough room for the ricochet. If it's
That's
over
it.
your head, it's going to bang off of that sucker.
Yeah.
So.
That worked out. Something you don't see it very often.
Parra 1 for 3 last night's game. 2 for 3 on Friday. Good hitter. 0-2.
Still more like it for Mike Lee. Quickly ahead when he's working ahead in the count and keeping the ball on the ground. Typically will get deep into the ball game, pitch really well. Already seen a double play ball, a strikeout from him.
D. Gordon. And too much speed for Parra. Base hit.
Infield hit for him.
The fact that D could get to it in these conditions, extraordinary. That he can get to it, period, is extraordinary.
Well, you can see he's playing him to pull, back up the middle, backhanded play, and tried to stop quickly.
Second Rockies hit. Brings up Ian Desmond, 2 for 4 in yesterday's game. Batting in the 7-hole today. Moved up 2 spot yesterday. With Mayhew being a late scratch, about an hour changed before first pitch. An RBI triple in the 5th inning.
And .346 in his career against Mike Leake.
This early rain, not good for sliding conditions. Deep, will flip to Gene and guns it over. Boy, he made power get out of the way. They used to be teammates. 2-0 Mariners. You want lessons in chivalry? That's all you need to look at right there. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. That should be the new definition on Google. Chivalry, protect your lady's fries, grub, or whatever she's
Maybe
doing.
nachos.
Nachos? Oh man, that is some serious teamwork. You using the gear the right way. You're showing me something, folks. Way to go, Mariner fans.
That's great.
Guy and gal, I like it.
Well, you don't want to waste it, right?
Not with the prices they charge in this building, no.
A couple double play balls for Mike Leake here early. It's pretty good so far. Up a couple of hits, a walk, but 2 double play balls and a strikeout for him. So far, a good bounce back for Mike. Struggled in his last outing, but really helped himself out. A lot of diamond dry on the infield now, trying to help the guys out with their footing.
And that cell's starting to move away a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like somebody's turned the faucet down a little bit.
a bit lighter.
Time now for AT&T achieving more. Gene Segura, his career here at Coors Field, marvelous. Look at that, 372, 3 bombs, 12 ribbies, and OPS of 961, and reached safely in all 23 games. Got a base hit, first inning, a hit and run, and later scored.
And he is now 6 for 9 against Anderson. Inside out swing, base hit into right field his first time up.
Second time he tried to bunt, second time he's popped it up. Segura, Henniger, and Seager, 2, 3, and 4 coming up.
And it's a great idea in these conditions. Get the ball on the grass. It's a tough play to make. For any third baseman, really. Arenado, one of the best, but the footing's not the best, and then they're throwing a wet baseball, so not a bad idea.
Daily double in your favor. I get the 4 Mariner All-Stars. They will not be heading back to Seattle with us. They'll be eastbound to our nation's capital. Ground ball to Story. Segura. So 1 away against Tyler Anderson. Brings up Mitch Haniger. Rain's still coming down, but the intensity's lessened just a little bit. Mitch with an RBI single to left. Brought home the Mariners' first run. It's this one hard. Right field, but hanging up for Carlos Gonzalez. Hit it hard. 2 away. I'll bring up Kyle Seager, reached on a fielder's choice. 0 for 1. First pitch to Kyle. 0-1. Less severe shift against Kyle this time. Full foul.
Talking about the All-Stars going for the Mariners. James Clifford also
Yeah.
going. Pretty excited about it too. He's worked out to where his family's going to be able to go with him and enjoy a few days in Washington.
So you get a chance to look for Cliffy when they do the intros.
That's right.
I'm from the Seattle Mariners. James Clifford.
Does a great job for the Mariners. Former linebacker, University of Washington.
Yeah, good one. Title team, right?
He also played first base on the baseball team, I believe. It was first base.
Grab a play. Two outs, and Seager trying to make something happen here. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Anderson. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the third with a 2-0 lead. game here and go to the All-Star break with the victory. The Mariners at T-Mobile. They're going to bring you the next fireworks night of the summer. It's coming up on Friday. Enjoy a spectacular post-game fireworks show featuring the soundtrack of your favorite songs from the legendary Seattle band Pearl Jam. Get ready to rock by heading to mariners.com for tickets. A few days off, come back. See you all on Friday against the White Sox, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Then a day off at home. What a concept, Mike.
I like it.
And then 2 games with the Giants Tuesday, and then Facebook has the Wednesday game. Former Mariner Chris Iannetta. Chris is with the Mariners, always saw him traveling with his guitar. I said, how's that coming? I said, okay. I said, if you played something, would I recognize it? He says, almost.
Almost. Mentioned the Mike Lee, a couple of double play balls, 24 pitches to get through the first 2 innings.
Iannetta, Anderson, and LeMahieu coming up. Chris played in last Sunday's game, went 0 for 3.
Good pitch. EQC Tracer had that right on the corner, and Mike knows that. As Diaz not giving him the call.
I changed speeds right there, 2-2. Center field, Heredia right there. Hit it well. There's 1 away. The Orchid card is all you need to ride this Sounder train. Link Light Rail, buses, ferries, and streetcars. Learn more at getorchidsmart.com. Bring it, Tyler Anderson. This is 133 hitter, 4 for 30 with an RBI this season.
Infield is straight up. Kyle Seager playing even with the bag. Heredia shading towards left center.
Oh, nice pick by Healy on the short hop. Well done.
Just talking about how well he has played at first. Excellent defense here in the first half of the season for the Mariners. That was not an easy pick, especially in the conditions. Line drive, a lot of top spin on it. Takes it clean, no problem.
2 outs. Again, a second time through the order. DJ LeMahieu got a base hit. Left field. Was left stranded. First innings when the Mariners got their runs. Haniger an RBI single. Denard spanned 2 out Capellan on a 1-2 pitch. He doubled to left center field. Counting for the 2 runs. One pitch for Mike.
Mike missing with the changeup. Talked about him changing speeds and also change arm angles from time to time. The right-handed hitter's a little different look.
There's a strike, 2-2. Mayhew, the 2016 National League batting champion. Charlie Blackmon won it last year. Mayhew, last year and the 15 season, an All-Star. 2-2. Still coming down. Lake with 1 walk and 1 strikeout thus far. 3-2 pitch. Lost him up high. Second walk, he blocked Arenado in the first. The play got him out of trouble. A 2-out walk here in the third.
That's what makes it so difficult. You want to stay away from the walks, but you have to make quality pitches, and miss by a little bit. Put some runners on, especially in this ballpark, and with their lineup as hot as they have been.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Puts you in a tough situation.
I told you. He was holding. Everybody's got a walk-up song, and that's Charlie's. And the crowd likes to participate. So Charlie waits to get both feet in the box. He waits for him to get that tonight, get that in, then he's ready to go.
Give him a chance to sing along.
Yeah, you don't want a 98-mile-an-hour heater coming at you and people are screaming tonight. Two and 0. Pitch here to Blackman. There's a strike. Trevor Bauer, 2 earned runs over 7 innings, beats the Yankees. Cleveland 5-2 final. Encarnacion drove in 2.
Most of the time you can see players at the top rail, coaching staff, and right now it's looking down the Mariners dugout. I can see Chris Prieto, the only one you can see right now. Obviously everybody else trying to stay dry, but he pushed all the outfielders back, trying to stay away from a double right here with 2 outs. Good fastball at the top of the strike zone.
There you go. They are deep. Biggest acreage in the major leagues, 2.66 acres here at Coors Field. Red Sox 5-2 lead at home against the Blue Jays. Marlins 10-5 over the Phillies in the 9th. D-backs losing at Atlanta 5-1, bottom 8. Broken bat looper in the old triangle. And Guillermo will run it all the way in. Going first to third, LeMahieu, 2 outs.
And that's a breaking ball. That's a jamming him with it. Mentioned that the outfielders were playing so deep, and D. Gordon trying to get back in time, not able to. So after a couple of quick outs, makes him a little bit of trouble. Already you're doing the right thing, get the ball back to the infield, and sometimes you have to run it in. He was able to do that.
This will be pitch number 20 coming up for Leake. He's got runners at the corners, 2 outs, and a 2-0 Mariner lead. End of 7, Tigers at Houston lead at 6-2. Diving Healy. That'll score LeMahieu. Blackman motoring. He'll get the third. Bobbled out there by Haniger. Getting a wave on. Here comes Charlie. And the throw not in time. A 2-2 ball game.
Another inside out swing. Healy holding the runner on at first. Just off the edge of his glove, and we mentioned the conditions in the rain, and it looks like Mitch slips a little bit, drops the ball, and then slips trying to pick it back up. I think it's a little bit too late.
In a blink, it's tied at 2 as we play here in the 3rd inning. Double E9. Single E9. Picks up an RBI. Arenado, his 68th. Foul. Arenado, 3rd place, tied for 3rd. RBIs in the National League. Gonzalez bounced into a double play. First time up, 0-1 from Leake. For strike. He will tap his own that time.
It's been a little bit inconsistent. The strike zone has been here first 3 innings.
Swing and a miss, got him. 2 runs on 2 hits, an error. The man left. We got a new ball game as we go to the 4th. Good meeting of Mariner fans here at Coors Field. 2-2 ball game. Time now for CenturyLink. What's next? Here it is, your calendar. All-Star break upon us. And then 3 home games with the White Sox, 2 with the Giants, and then we head back to Southern California. Second of 3 trips. Face the Angels. And that's just a 3-gamer because right after that, Mariners come home for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday against the Astros, and then Thursday through Sunday against Toronto before hitting the road again in that first full week of August.
Ryan Healy going to lead things off. Top of the 4th. Healy, Span, Heredia are due up. More diamond dry.
Dial back a little bit.
Yeah.
Those grounds crews around Major League Baseball are fantastic. I think Bob Christopherson and his crew are the best, but these fellas and ladies put in some serious hours and some big time work. What's impressed you, if anything, about Tyler Anderson to this point?
Well, I think we heard a lot about him. You mentioned that the Mariners facing him in the past. I think his command has been much better. Very good changeup. Mariners were able to get to him in the first because he was in the middle of the plate. They took advantage of that, but since then he's been back on the edges again. He's really a hot pitcher for the Rockies. We mentioned how well they've been playing. He's been a big reason why. last 3 outings going into today. 22 innings pitched, just 1 earned run. There's a slow curveball that he misses with, but just all the way around. Good fastball at 92. His cutter 87, 88. Will pitch inside to the right-handers. You have to do that, especially for him because he wants to get to his changeup.
Healy had an 8-pitch at bat, took a called third strike this time. Ground ball. Story. 1 away.
Unfortunately for the Mariners, he has settled in. He's now retired 8 batters in a row.
First inning, 28 pitches. RBI single-hander, 2 strike, 2 out. RBI single, double by Span. There's Denard right now.
That was a big base hit because somebody that's been pitching well like Anderson has, it. Figure they're going to settle down, and you want to get as many runs as you can early, and the Mariners able to pick up both runs in the first.
Ball 1. Take him, strike. Here comes the 1-1 to Span. Weather in Seattle for the All-Star break, and looking forward to next Friday when the Mariners get back in action. 78 degrees next Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday is going to be all sun. In the next few days, 88, 87. A lot of sun in Seattle. 2-2 to Denard Span. Everybody staying dry.
That is one of the goals.
Here we go, Laz. Clapping. Here we go, boys. There we go. Real Marine. 2-2. Drop down sidearm on him. Strikes him out looking.
Back to another cutter.
Very effective pitch. 2 outs here in the 4th. Make sure you join us Saturday. Mariners host the White Sox. First 20,000 fans are going to get a special D. Gordon bobblehead thanks to Root Sports. Get to the ballpark early because just like the speedy leadoff hitter, they're going to be gone in a, yep, you said it, a flash. Great seats remain at mariners.com. Radio with a ground out to short in his first at bat. That's well stroked. Power right there. And it's go in order. Welcome back, everybody. Yep, putting in some hard work. Time now for T-Mobile's Hats Off for Heroes, and we salute Houston Astro right-hander Charlie Morton, supporter of the Wounded Warrior Project. Host of Veterans and Families at Games. 2017 Bob Feller Active Valor nominee, added to the 2018 All-Star Game. This season, big numbers, 11-2, a 2.96 ERA. Man, oh man, opponent's batting average really low, and 146 Ks. He's really turned his career around.
One of the best curveballs in the American League, and oh, by the way, his fastball will probably average right around 96, 97 miles an hour.
Down the line, foul ball. Whose curveball's better, his or McCullers? It's a push.
From what I see on TV, I think Morton's is tougher.
Because?
But they're different, though, because his is more of a 12-6, where McCullers is more across the zone. So they're different in that way, and I always felt like the 12-6 was a tougher pitch to try to square up. But his fastball is a plus fastball also.
Segura giving way to Span. He made Friday night in order to made a play and then chased a couple of foul balls, and I said, hey, get your 10,000 steps in. Man, this is a big place, isn't it? We talked about it before getting here.
And the other part, too, is the corner outfielders are trying to bunch the gaps a little bit,
Sure.
so he has to run even farther when it's down the line like it just was, so he's covering a lot of ground.
Story put back up in the rack, 1 out. There's Parra.
And again.
Span into the corner with room. 2 outs. He's going to get it on this inning. Jeez. 2 outs here in the 4th. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag #RootFanFave, and watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday to find out your favorite plays of the week. Plus, each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Yeti cooler just for participating. So check out your official rules at rootsports.com. 2 outs. Ian Desmond bounced into a double play. Ended the 2nd. Oh, nice catch. Young lady.
I didn't see a glove or no glove.
Oh, no glove. It looks like a meal in her left hand and had it all the way to our right. Outstanding. Take a look at this. Here we go. Look,
wow.
Oh, right? Is that big time or what? That's a great catch.
You and I are diving out of the way.
Hey, man, brother.
And she didn't even shake it off, though. It was no problem.
And no spillage either.
What a great catch.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Had it all the way, no problem.
Oh, Mike just missed it. Hard hit liner by Ian Desmond. 2 out knock here in the 4th.
And it's not a breaking ball. It's on the outside corner. Slaps it back up the middle.
2 out base runner here in the 4th. Brings up Chris Iannetta. Lined out to center. Second tour duty with Colorado. He was with them from 06 through the 11 season. Part-timer in that 07 team that went to the World Series, had that fabulous September finish. Mile high pop. Been corrected, 1 mile and 100 feet high. I think that's fairly accurate. Thank you, Curtis. You had your sensors on that one. It worked out well. Iannetta, an old head now on this ball club, 35 years old. He was with Arizona last year. He was talking about Greinke and Jeff Mathis, the other 30-plus guys he could hang with. So he sounded like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his last couple of years. A generational gap.
Let's see if Mike goes with the slider off the plate. Ready to set up away. Not able to hold on to it.
What are the oldest guys you played with in a year? You have any guys 38, 39 like Nelly? Nelly's 38, right? Playing like he's 28.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure, but I think Dave Winfield, Ricky Henderson.
They were all 34, 35 plus?
Plus, yeah, at that point.
Iannetta socks one foul. Couple of primo Hall of Famers right there.
Yep.
They have a wall out here at the media level, right outside the radio booth, so the Wall of Fame. I ignored it the first couple of days, and I looked at it the other day. Man, everybody said it. Stand-up man, Musial's on there, Lou Brock.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Strike 3 called. Iannetta gone. Third strikeout for Leak as he strands Desmond at first. Mariners looking to regain the lead when we come back. Two-two ball game as we go top of the fifth here in Denver. Baseball's two biggest events of the summer, back-to-back. The action begins at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby tomorrow at 5 p.m. Then catch Mitch Haniger, Nelson Cruz, Gene Segura, and Edwin Diaz in the 89th MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. It's coming up on Tuesday, and coverage begins at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Here are your starters. American League, this is a good group, boy. Betts, Trout, and Judge in the outfield with Manny, Jose, and Jose. And Wilson Ramos had to beg out. He had a leg injury. J.D. Martinez will be the DH over in the National League. Nick Markakis, first time making the All-Star game. He's had a fabulous first half. Matt Kemp dropped about, 50 pounds and fabulous this year. Bryce Harper getting a hometown discount there. Not exactly his usual home, his first half. Arenado, Crawford, Baez, and Freddie Freeman, and Wilson Contreras. Freddie Freeman's one of the real less heralded superstars, a terrific hitter.
I think you could probably make a pretty good argument for him being first half MVP when you consider what the Braves have done this year, and he's right in the middle of that lineup.
And coming out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Nobody had them. There you have it. Home Run Derby. And the next day it'll be the All-Star game. Mariners trying to solve Tyler Anderson. He's retired the last 10 men that he's faced.
And 28 pitches in the first, just 10 in the second, 10 in the third, and 9 in the fourth. So he has really settled down. The Mariners are being aggressive and getting some quick outs.
David Freitas Mike Leake and D. Gordon. 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Right his first time, grounded out to short. Mariners got their runs first inning. RBI single by Mitch Haniger, and then a 2-strike, 2-out RBI double by Span. Third inning, that's when the Rockies scored. That came with 2 outs. Lake got a liner, had Ionetta to line out the center. Nice play by Healy at first, then he walked LeMahieu. Blackman with a base hit to center. Arenado base hit to right, and then an E9. And we get a new ball game. 1-1 here.
Well, looks like the rain's starting to pick up again. Going to go through a lot of diamond dry today.
Oh my goodness. 2-1. Fly ball right field pretty deep. Going back, Gonzalez on the track, and he makes a catch.
Thought it had a chance to hit the wall. They cut fastball right in the middle of the plate. I think it fooled Gonzalez a little bit. He had to make an adjustment late. Thought he was going to hit the wall. Kind of died out there.
Freitas hit his first big league home run going right center down at Anaheim. Leake struck out first time.
He's getting his swings in.
I like that. Don't cheat yourself.
Yeah.
Mike came in a career 200 hitter. Playing in San Francisco, Cincinnati, and St. Louis. Had 5 home runs as a Red, 1 as a Giant. You know, he's a good athlete. 18 doubles and a triple in his career ledger. Another good catch by Fan, one-handed.
Came to play.
Still think about last year we were in Fenway during BP, and the guy standing in the front row of those Fenway seats holding his child and reaching for home run balls. Are you nuts? Swing and a miss. Mike's gone, 2 down. It's 12 consecutive retired.
That was a really good cut fastball at 87. This will be D. Gordon's 3rd plate appearance. A couple of straight fastballs and then the cutter right underneath his hands at 87. See the spin. He is 1 for 2, scored a run in the first.
So no decision last time out for Anderson. Prior to that, he beat the Giants going 8 and beat the Dodgers going 8. One to D. Gordon. Infield hit, a strikeout, 1 for 2, runs scored. Move that grip. Grass slowed that thing up, didn't it? LeMahieu hurries, throws out D. Gordon. 1, 2, 3 Mariners go as Anderson is retired to the last 13 hitters. Marshall Fogel's exhibit, Denver lawyer, and a Willie Mays uniform, Henry Aaron picture in the back. I guess that's Ted Williams, Galarraga, Walker, and Castilla, some of the greats in the history of the Colorado Rockies. Ken Burns and Jeffrey Ward, Baseball Illustrated history, and there's Junior making a great catch. Looks like that's the one at Yankee Stadium. But if you like baseball, it's a good stopover to see tremendous memorabilia. History of Colorado exhibit.
Brown's crew is going to sleep well tonight. They've been out there every half inning, more diamond dry, and have the rakes.
Veteran moves.
Yep.
Been there. They know the script.
Tyler Anderson, the pitcher, going to lead off. The ball hard his first time up was right at Ryan Healy. He was able to pick it.
Strike one. Mike Leake, 3 strikeouts. Walked 2, 1 hurt him. It scored. That was in the 3rd. Double play in the 1st, double play in the 2nd got him out of some trouble. Tigers beat the Astros 6-3 final. Long look by Mike. The Rockies resume their schedule, 3 at Arizona, and then Houston comes here for 2. Anderson and Leake have both taken some aggressive passes. Pretty impressive.
I was just thinking, watching Mike out there and shaking pitches off and taking some time to do it. But the one thing you mentioned, that his time in the National League, he's aware that, you know, it's a pitcher up there. If you don't make your pitches, they can still get a base hit. So he was going to throw, and that was a pretty good breaking ball right there. But
back-to-back Ks and 4 for the afternoon.
you have to give him some respect. DJ LeMahieu, he's been a problem. A couple of base hits. Excuse me, a base hit and a walk. Scored a run. Good player at the top of the lineup.
Just seeing LeMahieu in person for the first time. He must be a good left fielder. He's a second baseman at 6'4". Like Cal Ripken when he started out, 6'4", shortstop.
Bobby Grinch.
Bobby Grinch.
Big second baseman. Won a batting title a couple of years ago.
Good player.
Played well in the first game. At second base, took a couple of hits away from the Mariners. It was a late scratch yesterday with lower back issue. A good player.
Gene surrounds it. Throws out LeMahieu. Out number 2. Charlie Blackman for the 3rd time. Popped is short, base hit to center, run scored.
A lot of rosin on the front of that helmet.
There you go. Crowd did its due diligence, and so did Charlie. He let them say their piece, sing their piece.
I think it's great.
Isn't it? Right at Gene. 9 pitches for Mike Leake. Get through the 5th. 2-2 ball game. market regular season game live or on demand, and your subscription includes an MLB At Bat Premium that allows you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.tv to take advantage of this sale. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew here, rainy Denver. Troopers there, some Seattle folks, some Seattle fans. Big umbrella. Good crowd nonetheless with all the rain here. A lot of rain slickers. And look at people out in center field at what? With the light blue. With the light blue, look like full-bodied rain gear on. Really something.
Came prepared.
The forecast, they nailed it. They said it was going to rain. There we go. The youngsters up there.
Staying dry.
Getting some grub, and then they've got this rooftop and the Jack Daniels terrace. That looks like that has been an outstanding business the last 3 days.
It's been busy up there.
Gene Segura.
If we are at Coors Field and we have a pitching duel. Both pitchers have really settled in and thrown the ball well.
Did I hear that right? Can you say that again?
Exactly.
Wow.
Gene is 1 for 2, also scored a run in the first.
Segura, Henniger, and Seager, 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Drop. Blackman, no, gets there.
So 14 in a row.
It's impressive.
Mariners started the game with 3 straight hits, including Mitch Haniger. Picked up an RBI on a base hit. And they have the double by Span. Nothing since.
RBI number 67 by Haniger. Go through a couple of uniform top changes on a day like this.
You bet.
We run through an allotment of batting gloves too.
At some point, especially if you're an outfielder, you probably change the shoes and socks as well. Just trying anything that you can.
That's a good point. Rain's picked up. Foul ball. Well, they're going to get this thing in. There's a Tigers score. They beat the Astros 6-3. It's not like we're a National League club and we're coming back. This is it. Fifth time since 09 the Mariners have been here. 0-2. Outside, 2-2. We're told the radar showing there's not much after this, so while this is annoying as heck and coming down pretty steady right now, it's going to pass in the next 15 minutes and 30 minutes. Story can't get it. He thought he was playing. He thought he was going to get a hop. Didn't get it. Another hit from Mitch Haniger, his second today, 2 for 3. Mariners have a 1-out base runner and ends the consecutive retired streak at 14.
I think the ball came up on him a little bit. See, it's fairly flat, and then right there it comes up and not able to make the adjustment. Yeah, right there should be a hit. And it is.
Brings up Kyle Seager 0 for 2. Haniger, a 2-hit day. It's not popcorn you're hearing, that's water hitting our microphones. Oh, what a jump. Ionetta's throw, high, wide, safe. Stolen base, Mitch Haniger, his 5th. He didn't waste any time.
I have to believe it's a slow track, too. But he gets himself into scoring position. The Mariners 2 for 5 runners in scoring position this afternoon.
That was all in the first inning. Funky bounce there.
Something too, didn't it?
Right? 2 outs, Haniger to third.
Oh, cutting the grass around the mound.
Yeah, grass mound, and that's a crazy hop. If Healy can deliver it. 2 out. Base hit and an RBI here so far today. Ryan struck out looking on an 8-pitch at bat and grounded out to short. Takes a strike.
He has had a good cut fastball today. It's been 87, 88 miles an hour. Four-seamer at 92. He's mixed in a changeup.
Dodgers lead the Angels 1-0, bottom of the second. Boston beat Toronto 5-2. Cleveland topped the Yankees 5-2. Pitch again.
Yeah, it's the cutter. Just off the inside corner.
Go ahead and run at third. 2 outs here in the 6th. One-two pitch here to Ryan Healy. Foul.
Little extra on that last fastball,
Yep.
94 miles an hour.
Big spot. Healy trying to deliver. Haniger at third. In the dirt. 2-2.
Ryan in this at bat as Denard Span waits on deck. Everything has been inside. It's been the cutter and his four-seamer, 92 to 87 in that range as far as the velocity goes. Haven't seen the changeup from him yet.
Two and two.
There's the changeup.
Count runs full. Steady rain, dialed back a touch over the last few minutes. A lot of room out there for Healy. Haniger at third, 2 down. Mariners had a 2-0 lead. First inning, Rockies tied it in the third. Payoff pitch. It takes for ball 4. First walk by Anderson. Here comes Span again in an RBI opportunity. Cashed in the first inning.
Picked up a double. Hit the ball out to left center field.
Don't you just love 2 out, 1-2 count. And he comes up big with the double, driving in a run.
Seven pitches to Ryan Healy, and they're starting to work on his pitch count. 85 pitches now. He had a career high for a pitch count in his last outing where he threw 109. Nobody getting loose.
Span coming into this at bat 2 for 4 against Anderson. Mariners threatening. And Span takes in the dirt. Pitch number 20 coming up from Anderson. There's your scoring recap.
Ended up throwing 28 pitches in the first inning. It was on cruise control for a while, so it's good to see the lineup making him work here in this inning.
Innings 2 through 5, he went 10, 10, 9, and 10. And now the 20th pitch here in the 6th, 2 outs, 2 on.
Another well-located cutter. He has it dialed in.
Span trying to come through again for the Mariners. 1-1 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. There are your base runners, Haniger and Healy. 2 outs and a 1-2 pitch here to Span. 2-2. Pretty steady rain here in Denver. Final game before the All-Star break. Good swing to get a piece of that.
Pretty good changeup, it looked like. 82 miles an hour, right towards the bottom of the strike zone, maybe just out of the strike zone.
Black on the right, second-year manager, Longview, Washington guy. 2-2 pitch. Span to right field. Backing up Gonzalez into the gap. He's there. And Anderson and the Rockies escape a Mariner threat. Score remains tied at 2. $4.99 Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo with toasted sourdough, new from Jack in the Box. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. Sky's starting to brighten a little bit. Rain still steady, though, here in Denver at Coors Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Tie ball game. Mariners jumped out front first inning, couple of runs, but then the Rockies tied it in the third. Mariners just had a threat quelled right here. These cats are doing a heck of a job throwing Diamond Dry around.
Trying to keep the shine off of the infield.
Yeah, right. 3, 4, and 5 coming up against Mike Leake here in the 6th. Nolan Arenado, Carlos Gonzalez, and Trevor Story. A walk, base hit, and RBI so far for the third baseman for the Rockies.
Mike has really thrown the ball well today, keeping the ball on the ground. A couple of double play balls, picking up some strikeouts when he needs it.
69 pitches through 5. All-star starter here. Reaches out, punches it. Medium center field, base hit.
Yeah.
Second hit today.
Right off the end of the bat. Primera Supermo. See the two-seam fastball. It's actually off the plate away, and then it's right off the end of the bat. Dumps it out into center field for a base hit.
2 for 2 day for Arenado. Had 2 hits last night. Now 10 for 68 career against the Mariners. 4 hits in the last 2 games.
Second time in the game that the Rockies have been able to get their leadoff hitter on. DJ LeMahieu leading the game off with a base hit. He was stranded at second.
Mike Leake last time out, last 2 times out, just 4 innings. Both of those starts losses against the Angels. Good to see him working here in the 6th. Previous long effort was 7 at Baltimore, no decision. Left in a 2-2 game. Start before that, easily his best game of the year. 8 innings, 3 hit shutout ball at Boston. Mariners win.
Tyler Anderson has also thrown the ball well today, but he's up over 90 pitches. So Jake McGee is getting loose, the left-hander. He's out in the bullpen for the Rockies.
Foul ball. Mike's doing a good job changing speeds. The hard contact hasn't been lots of hard contact.
No, there hasn't been, and the thing that he has done well is that little cutter in on the hands of the left-handers. Two-seamer in on the right. He's just enough pitching inside. You have to be careful in this ballpark, but you have to be able to pitch inside some. Keep it from leaning out over the plate.
Mariners have turned 2 double plays so far today. Chance for 3. D will take this himself. Right on time. Bingo. Very timely.
There's the veteran left-hander. Brian Shaw was the right-hander.
Big 2 outs. Brings up Trevor Story, strikeout looking, and a foul out. Long run by Span to make a play. Left field. 3 double plays for Mike. He struck out 4, walked 2. Who's got the better play? Healy, nicely done. 8 pitches, very economical for Mike Leake. 77 for the game, 2-2 ball game. The Astros for a midweek matinee on Wednesday, August 1st. First 20,000 fans are going to get a pack of Topps baseball cards featuring all their favorite players, including James Paxton, Nelson Cruz, and D. Gordon. Head over to Mariners.com for your seats. That's the next visit by the first place in the West, Houston Astros. And pitch count for Tyler Anderson got up to 91. Bringing in Jake McGee. Here's what Tyler did. 1.14 consecutive retired, Mike.
Yeah, really threw the ball well today. He's been pitching well for the Rockies. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 91 pitches overall.
Big Jake McGee takes over. Hard throwing left-hander.
Fastball, curveball, and you will see his fastball. He'll throw it a lot. Average fastball 94 miles an hour. 38 appearances on the year, ERA over 6, so he has struggled at times. Opponents hitting .291. He's given up 6 home runs. He'll come right at you, so be ready to hit the fastball.
Upcoming schedule for the Mariners. Turn our attention to the second half. Sox and Giants, then we go to the Angels for 3, and then 3 huge games with Houston. The Blue Jays, their early visit. All you folks in British Columbia, I know you'll be coming down. Then a long road trip to Texas, one of the rarities on the Mariners schedule. We actually will be in Texas and play the Rangers and then play the Astros. We don't have to make separate trips.
That makes sense to me.
he said with some dry sarcasm. And then Houston again. That is going to be, that's a heck of a schedule. That really is an important game, as Mike mentioned. 65 games remaining once we tee it up again on Friday.
Yep, it will be a sprint at that point.
And by that time, Felix will be back. Paxton will be back. Maybe there will be a new pitcher added, starter maybe. Who else is getting healthy?
Mike Zunino.
Yeah, Zunino.
Need to get Mike back. Yep. Heredia, Freitas, and Mike Leake are due up.
Red LeBlanc yesterday. First loss as a Mariner. 30 games, 22 starts. He's now career 8-1 with Seattle. Guillermo Heredia to lead it off, followed by Freitas. And then Mike Leake is scheduled. Looks like Mike is done. Guillermo will take on Jake McGee. Gets after it, base hit, first pitch.
Good to get the leadoff man on. Some
Indeed.
speed on the bases.
See Guillermo get hot again, swinging that bat.
And being aggressive on the fastball.
See who pops up on the on-deck circle. 2-2 ball game, bunt in order.
They're just starting to move around in the bullpen. Nobody started throwing yet.
Like going into scramble mode. Nicasio starting to heat up.
His batting gloves on. You mentioned he can handle the bat. See what they want to do. Still have Nelson Cruz on the bench.
You got to play your ace in the hole at some point.
Mike has really thrown the ball well. And
Nelly's been downstairs swinging a bat. Got the bunt down. Nicely done by Freitas. Sacrifice. 1-4. Well, McGee lobbed that sucker over like it weighed 15 pounds.
good bunt they called Mike Leake back in. It will be Nelson Cruz.
This is the second appearance in this series. Talked to a friend of mine, one of the beat writers, Thomas Harding for MLB.com, and he said, boy, he was imagining Cruz in this ballpark on an everyday basis. Man, oh man.
No DH here. Nice job by Mike Leake. Really threw the ball well today. And see if Bud Black wants to pitch to him. First base open now with one out. D. Gordon will be on deck. Both managers making some decisions here in the seventh.
Cruz 3 for 10 against Jake McGee.
Nelson pinch hit yesterday and picked up a base hit.
Ball one. Another opportunity here for the Mariners. They left a couple of men on in the sixth. And runners at the corners, couldn't get anybody home. Strike one to Nelly. This is a pitch who the pitcher was getting early in the ballgame. Already a good speed. He's at second with the go-ahead run. 1-1 to Nelly. Takes outside, ball two. Get that third most allowed. Bullpen play has not been great here in Denver.
Good fastball for him to hit, and it was on the plate.
2-2 to Cruz. Look at those numbers here at Coors Field. Impressive. Last night is first pinch hit opportunity, and he cashed it in. He's done well against the Rockies in his career. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from McGee, and time is called. Time is granted. McGee was taking a long look at Heredia. 2-2. Way outside.
All fastballs. That's one at 95 miles an hour. B. Gordon will be next.
Here we go, 3-2. Struck him out. 2 outs.
High fastball. It was on the outside corner at the top of the strike zone. Primera Supermo, and the swing by Nelson. It's a little bit late.
Two outs, runner at second. See if D. Gordon can come through. Base hit. Infield hit in the first inning, and a run scored, a strikeout and a ground out. Inside, ball 1. Gordon 1 for 4 against McGee. No. Ready. Greeted McGee. First pitch, single to center. Afraid of sacrificed him to second. Well, he just struck out on the Casio. Good chance here. Two and one. Two and one. 3-1 to do. Segura is on deck. Two outs and a fast runner at second base time, granted. It's been steady for most of this game. 3-1. We'll count now. Have stranded 4 this afternoon, 2 last inning, 2 in the first after they got 2 runs on the board in that first frame. Pitch the other way. Here comes Guillermo. Piara's got a good arm. This will be a test. The throw to the plate offline. Mariners have the lead. It's 3-2 Seattle. D. Gordon coming up big. Good 2-strike hitting with 2 outs. Big knock.
Well, Dean knows he's going to get a fastball, and that's exactly what happens. 4-seam fastball. Primera Supermo at the top of the strike zone. Not an easy pitch to try to get on top on as he lines it out into left field. Great break by Heredia. You mentioned that Parra has a good arm, but tough conditions. Not a good throw at all. That certainly helps.
Among the league leaders in assists with 6. Yeah, you bet. Here's Arenado coming in. Off balance throw. Got him inning over, but productive. D. Gordon with a big RBI single. It's 3-2 Mariners. outscore Heredia and give the Mariners a 3-2 lead as we get ready for the bottom of the 7th inning. We got some goodies for you back home in Seattle. Here's Angie Mintic. All right, Juan Nicasio. All right, Ange, thank you. One-time starter here for the Rockies. He was here in Colorado from 2011 into the 14 season. The Mariners call on him to throw a big 7th inning here.
Yeah, tough conditions for Mike Leake today, but really threw the ball well. 38 appearances for Juan Nicasio, ERA right at 6. 45 strikeouts over just 4 walks in 36 innings. Opponents hitting .311 against him. Fastball will be in the low to mid-90s with a hard slider.
Time for a Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. Nicasio led the major leagues last year, 76 appearances. Gerardo Parra, first hitter. 6, 7, and 8. Desmond and Iannetta to follow. Two. Parra today, infield hit, then a fly out to left. Swing and a miss, quick dismissal, 1 down.
Ryan Shaw, right-hander, getting loose for the Rockies.
Brings up Desmond. Bounced into a double play and single to center. Nicasio had a lot of use in the early going of the season. Low, ball 1.
pretty good pitch.
Sure was. Been stingy on that corner.
He has been, especially if it's down, if it's right at the knees. It's the low strike he's not getting.
So Shaw warming up. Foul ball. Casio in April, 13 games, 3.29 ERA. Then it blew up in May on him at 14 games, went to 5.93. And June wasn't a good month for him. Only 5 2/3, 11 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned, 12.7 ERA. He has brought that back down. Some fine appearances recently.
Got a good pitch at the bottom of the zone.
Oh, goodness. 2-1. Count evens. 2-2. Chris Ionetta is on deck. Nice job to fight that off. Paid attendance here on a rainy Sunday in Denver, 35,630. No word if they've exhausted their diamond dry supply. They have used a lot.
Just about every half inning they've been out there.
You get the fourth lift, they get another pallet in the back.
You bet.
2-2. That's a fair ball on an emergency hack. How about that? And oh no, Haniger slips. Desmond saw it, digging for 3. Here's the throw, offline. Nicasio's there, almost got him. Oh man, saw Seager's reaction. Good job by Nicasio to be on the spot.
Great play by Seager too. There it is, inside out swing just inside the base. Dave mentioned 95 miles an hour on that fastball. It was just a late swing, and then Mitch loses his footing. Been raining all day. Kyle has to leave the base, but Nicasio is there. That was close.
Sure was. Jeff Nelson had a good look at it.
We're going to take a look at it. Mitch falls down. Nothing you can do about that. Tough conditions, but it gets up quickly. We know he has a strong arm, but it's a little bit offline. Kyle leaves the base, and then a quick flip to Nicasio.
I think that is just
close.
Yes, indeed. Boy, big tip of the cap to Nicasio. A lot of times pitchers are spectators on a play like that.
Yeah.
Desmond had to feel the ball go by him about halfway and figured he might be in big time trouble.
Primera Supermo. Nice and safe.
The music they accompany this wait is Let It Be. Good sense of humor. I think Mike had this down in one look.
Yeah, I think Desmond too. I think it surprised him on that backhanded flip from Kyle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's going to slide.
Right. He sees Kyle off the back. The last thing he's expecting is Nicasio to be there. So I mean, Mariners don't get an out of it, but you got the baseball acumen of Juan Nicasio to be right there was outstanding.
Again, last second flip, and then Desmond able to get his foot in there just before he gets tagged on the knee, and that'll be a triple. Mariners will bring their infield in, and Mel Stottlemyre on his way out to the mound.
Your point is spot on. There's no way he thought that dude was going to be.
No.
He sees the ball go by him. He could feel it go by him, and he sees Kyle.
Well, he could see it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, it surprised him.
Chris Ionetta's going to be the hitter. That's the same kind of swing we saw yesterday from Desmond. He got fooled on a couple of pitches, fouled off. I mean, the ball got in on him, and
think one of them turned into a strikeout for me. Was that late on
exactly.
it.
Yeah, I think it was the one in the 7th inning yesterday. Yep.
Tapia has come out on deck. He will pinch hit.
Tying run at third, 1 out. Need some big time pitching here from the Casio Mel Tapia. Bad for the pitcher.
Again, the infield is in.
Line out to center, strikeout looking for Iannetta. Stop by Freitas. Casio struck out Parra on 3 pitches. 2-2 pitch. A triple down the right field line by Desmond. 1-0 to Iannetta. 1 count, 1-1.
Good slider on the outside corner.
Casio in the 3rd game against his former team. One. 2 balls, 1 strike. Juan's 3rd game this season.
Three pitches to Iannetta, staying with the slider.
Two and 1. Three balls, 1 strike. It's a quality pitch here. Tapia, the on deck hitter, a 250 hitter in just 8 games. Scott and Manny watch. Long pause and a 3-1 pitch to Chris Iannetta. Fly ball plenty deep. Span. Wow, what an adjustment. Yes, indeed. Ties the game at 3-3. Sac fly Iannetta, his 22nd RBI. Tied again. 2 outs.
Primera Supermo. That is on the barrel, maybe towards the end a little bit. Typically that ball hit like that would take Span to his right, but last minute it moved to his left and he had to make an adjustment to make the catch. Tapia will pinch hit.
Tapia pinch hit on Friday, 0-for-1. Play here in the 7th, tied again. Center cut, 94-mile-an-hour fastball fouled off. And it's picked up. Very steady. Here is the 0-2. A's lead at the Giants 5-1. That's in the 6th. They feel pretty much straight up for Tapia. Didn't hit it hard. D's right there. Throws him out. The Rockies tied on the sac fly by former Mariner Chris Iannetta. 3-3 game. Trying to salvage a game in the series. Take a look at the Columbia Bank difference in the game. 7th inning big. D. Gordon, how about this base hit?
Base hit going the other way. Heredia, who started the inning off with the base hit, ends up scoring on the play to give the Mariners a 1-run lead.
Then in the bottom of the 7th, Chris Iannetta. Boy, he hit a knuckling fly ball. Sac fly scores Desmond, who had a 1-out triple. Tied again. A lot of Mariner fans.
A lot of umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
Rain has been steady today. Poor conditions on the field. A lot of diamond dry.
Tell you what, these fans have hung in. 35,630. They announced paid attendance. How bad is that at home plate trying to dig in with all that stuff, even when they pound it down?
Yeah, the diamond dry will help, but it just depends on how hard it's raining in the half inning that you're hitting. It's been kind of that kind of day. It's still going to get muddy underneath that. It helps, but it's not ideal conditions by any means. And those guys, you can see most of them when they get in there, they're digging around trying to get a toe hold so they can keep their balance when they're trying to hit. For the pitchers, their spikes get muddy and they're going down that slope, so it's really their landing area that they're concerned about. And Brian Shaw, the veteran, will take over. 42 appearances. It has been a struggle for him this year. ERA 7.36, 21 walks and 36 2/3. Opponents hitting .331 against him. He's given up 8 home runs. Cutter slider combination for him is cutter at 94 miles an hour.
3 of the last 5 years he's led the American League in appearances. With 4 and 6 with Cleveland. He spent 5 years in Cleveland after the first 2 years of his career in Arizona. He's got Mitch Haniger as the sky's starting to brighten. Rain still coming down.
This is a good opportunity for the Mariners. Middle of the lineup, Haniger, Seager, Healy are due up.
Pitch here to Henniger, and there for a strike. Pitch with a first inning. RBI single, since then a line out to right and a base hit to left, and he stole a base. That was in the 6th. Two and one. Shaw, first month of the season, a 6.75 ERA in 17 games, followed up with a 4.97 in 13 games. Month of June, really bad for 11 games that he appeared in, a 12.96 ERA, 8 1/3, 19 hits, 18 runs, 12 earned. Everybody in a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ouch.
Too many cutters in the middle of the plate.
I bet. Oh, goodness. Giving up 8 home runs. Full count here. Kyle Seager on deck. Blackman coming on. One out. Seager 1 for 6 against Brian Shaw, and Kyle today 0 for 3.
Kyle with 16 home runs on the year. I think it's been a little while. Maybe he's due right here. You get a cutter middle in with the barrel to it.
Ball 1.
Set up in. Dismissed up out of the strike zone.
We used to see Shaw a lot with Cleveland, and he was always very effective. Having a bad year. It's a good combo with Cody Allen in that back of that bullpen. 1-1.
That was the cutter on the inside corner.
Two to Kyle.
It's not a strike. Kyle didn't like it. I don't blame him. Especially in today's game, Les Diaz has not called that pitch all game.
Exactly.
It's like another cutter. It's in off the plate.
Ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Shift on for Seager. Guys pulled around to the right near infield. Broken bat, ground ball, LeMahieu. 2 away. And that'll bring up Ryan Healy. Healy 0 for 2 against Shaw. Really trying to get going here. 3 for 21 on this road trip. Alex Colomé heating up for the Mariners. Scott Oberg, right-hander, getting ready. Down the line, getting fouled.
Another cutter.
Shaw out of Livermore, California. Second round pick, the D-backs back in '08. Long Beach State Dirtbag. A lot of people have been really doing that to Hill. 2-1.
He's seen his fair share of sliders too.
Long foul ball. Shaw has not been riding high on the confidence list of skippers. A Mariner fan ended up with the ball when skipper Bud Black pitched on June 23rd, then didn't pitch again until July 11th, and here he is pitching on the 15th. There you go, through the hole, base hit. It's also on the DL. A big part of his time being down, but his ineffectiveness has been a problem for Colorado. Good knock here by Ryan Healy.
Another cutter away from him, but barrels it up. Bring Denard Span to the plate.
One for 3 day. Span going to see Shaw for the first time. 2 out, 2 strike double. RBI double in the first for Denard. Mariners had a lead, 2-0 in the first inning. Rockies tied it 2-2 in the third. Mariners regained the lead, 3-2 top 7. Then Rockies responded, tying in the home 7th. Two-0 to Denard.
Well, good count for him. He knows he's going to get a cutter. Doesn't matter whether it's going to be on the plate or not. These sorts of counts. This one typically we'll see Span try to pull the ball, do some damage. Outfielders are playing deep.
Mayhew can't make the play. A break for the Mariners. Two out, 2 on, and that'll bring up Guillermo Heredia.
Yep. Right off the heel of his glove, it looked like. Going for the backhanded play on the heel.
E4, Romine's going to run for Healy, and Bud Black's going to make a pitching change. So an opportunity here for the Mariners, 2 outs. Mentioned Romine, pinch running. Out there for Healy. And Scott Oberg's going to take over for the Rockies. All right, Angie, thank you very much. Opportunity here for the Mariners. Ben Gamble's going to swing the bat. Here's going to be a pinch hitter for Heredia.
Scott Oberg on the mound for the Rockies, 24 appearances, 3.12 ERA, 20 strikeouts in 26 innings. Opponents hitting .240. He's given up 1 home run. 24 inherited runners for Oberg this year. 17 of them have scored.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's hope that continues.
Ben 1 for 3 last night. Takes up high.
He has a good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Slider changeup.
Gamble in charge here, 2-0. Romine, fast runner at second. Span, fast runner at first. Gamble having a terrific series, 4 for 7. Span credited with a base hit. Two-0. Mariners got their second run with 2 outs. That was in the first inning. Trying to duplicate that here. 2 outs. Pitch to Gamble, pull foul.
Mariners are 3 for 10 this afternoon with runners in scoring position.
Good chance right here for Ben and the Mariners. 2-2. Full count. Runners will be on the move. Payoff pitch, 3-2. Runners go. Slow ground ball to LeMahieu. Throws out Gamble. Threat dies. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, 3-3 game. For a new episode of Mariners All Access, get exclusive player interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. Now, if you do miss today's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout this week on Root Sports. For your local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. The pitcher for the Mariners, second out of the pen, Alex Colomé for the 8th inning.
41 appearances on the year, 4.23 ERA, 39 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 38 in the third. Opponent hitting .250 against Alex. Fastball in the mid-90s with a slider. At the top of the lineup, it will be LeMahieu, Blackman, Arenado.
Ben Gamble stays in the game in center field. And Andrew Romine stays in the game at first base. Last position player available, Chris Herman. If necessary, we'll run Marco Gonzalez out there in the swing.
We're getting down to it. Herman, the only one left on the bench.
Test here for Colomé, top of the order. LeMahieu is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Infield straight up. Gamble a step or 2 towards right for LeMahieu. Fly ball right field for Haniger. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bring up Charlie Blackman. Pop to short, single to center and scored, and a ground out to shortstop. Now we can play. 1 out, nobody on here in the 8th. Certainly the captain of the Major League All-Beard team. 0-1 to Charlie.
And a really good player.
Oh man, he's tremendous. He said led the major leagues in hits, 213, led the National League in batting average last year. Go get him. 5-tool guy. 2 strikes. The rain, they stopped. There we go. Shift is on for Charlie. All in 2 strikes. 2-2. Game of the first half. Make sure you get your tickets. Mariners will be back home to open up the second half on Friday against the White Sox in the weekend series. 2-2 to Blackman.
Good fastball at 96, working everything away.
Colomé ready, 2-2 pitch.
All the outfielders are deep. And Romine on the line at first.
comes the 2-2 from Calumet. Slaps it into the gap. Gamble gets over to it. Blackman will hold with a single.
Seven pitches in the at-bat, everything away from him. And Rivera Supermo squares it up.
Blackman being held at first by Nolan Arenado. Walk, RBI single, and a single to center. Blackman 5 out of 8 base stealing. Three double plays turned today by the Mariners. There's a strike. Dangerous hitter here in Arenado. Foul back 94.
Right in the middle of the plate, was able to get away with it. Good news is 0-2 count now because he fouled it straight back.
Calumet and Arenado facing off for the first time. 0-2 pitch. The rain has gone away. Happy to see that. Calumet trying to get a big out. Left center field span right there. 2 outs. Don't forget, stick around after the game for Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. 2 outs, runner at first. Carlos Gonzalez has bounced into 2 double plays. Hit it up the middle. D. Gordon grabs, touched second and threw to first twice. Carlos has also struck out.
Swung the bat well in the first couple of games of this series. Dave mentioned struggling today. 11 home runs on the year. Black really changes his lineup around a lot.
Yeah. Shift is on for Gonzalez. First pitch strike. First time these guys have faced off as well. Pitch. Oh, jumps out in front on 2, and Gonzalez came at third. It was on 3 pitches from Mike Lee.
Take a look at the last pitch. Gonzalez thought it was off the plate. Nice job by Freitas to frame it. So the Calumet is able to get the strike quickly ahead.
0-1. Critical out here. Calmly trying to get it. Send the Mariners to the ninth. Keeping an eye on Blackman. Good idea. Oakland 5-2 at the Giants top of the 8th. Angels and Dodgers tied at 3-3. That's in the 6th. Blackman doesn't run. Pitch swing. They struck him out. Well done by Alex Calamay to keep this a 3-3 ball game. 8-9-1 coming up for the Mariners. Top of the 9th, locked up at 3-3 here in Denver. Mariners have one bench player remaining. Chris Herman. Looks like we're going to see him in the pinch hit. But first, how about the Mariners calendar? We're going to enjoy the All-Star break. White Sox come in, then the Giants, then to the Angels, then home for Houston and Toronto, and then the next really big road trip is going down to Texas. Big spell there. There's David Freitas. Scott Oberg continues on. The next big road trip, 3 in Texas, 4 in Houston, and 3 in Oakland.
David Freitas 0 for 2 and a sacrifice bunt his last time up.
Oberg came on to get the final out of the 8th inning. They head here 0-2.
Staying with the fastball. His fastball at 95 miles an hour. Also has a slider that he will use. Nick Vincent will be next for the Mariners.
Raiders try to make something happen here behind 0-2. 1-2 the count. Mariner RBIs today, Haniger, Span, and Gordon. Iannetta, Arenado, and it was an E9, allowed 3 runs. Temperature at 64 right now. It was at 93 when we started yesterday's game. And that got Laz Diaz more than it got anybody.
Thought maybe it hit David Freitas
That's
first.
what I thought, yeah.
And then hit Laz.
Yeah.
Nope, he just missed it.
Oh, trainer came out to see Laz. Laz waved him off. Jeff Nelson waved him off. Marines ready to go. Two and two to David Freitas. Got the sacrifice down last time up.
Able to work, able to work the count back to full after being behind. Only seen one slider. Everything else has been the fastball. 7 pitches. This will be the 8th pitch coming up in the at-bat. Sermon waiting on deck.
Two pitch. Backing up Charlie Blackmon, but got it under control. Here's Herman. Pinch hit. Column up.
That is it for the Mariner bench.
Sure is. Broken background ball to, wow, look at that hop. Arenado fielded it. 2 outs. That exploded.
Fastball inside, yeah, just saws it in half.
Oh, goodness.
Tricky hop for Arenado.
Yeah. Again, part and parcel of the wet turf and everything, wet grass.
Ball spinning sideways because it was in on his hands.
D. Gordon RBI in the 7th. Mariners in front. Ahead of Scott Brocious. Two now, nobody on. Two to D.
His best fastball at 96.
Detroit beat Houston already. That's a 6-3 final. Instead of 5-2 winner. D in an 0-2 hole. Minnesota, Tampa Bay in a wild one. 7-7 top 9. Oakland 5-2 at the Giants bottom 8. Angels, Dodgers 3-3 bottom of the 6th. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 9th. Home 9th coming up. Story, Parra, and Desmond. Nick Vincent will take over. Making an appearance here following the Casio and columnade, the starter was Mike Leake.
For Nick Vincent, 31 appearances, a 3-1 record, 3.95 ERA, 26 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 27 in a third. Opponents hitting 250 against Nick. Deacon Plumbing called to the pen. Next fastball at 90 miles an hour, a cutter, 87, 88, and a slider.
He's got Trevor Story, Gerardo Parra, and Ian Desmond here in the ninth. Dangerous hitter here, Story. 0 for 3 today, strikeout looking, foul out to left, foul out to the first baseman. Mariners on the infield now, Seager, Segura, Gordon, and Romine. The outfield is Span, Gamble, and Haniger. Freitas doing the catching, and nobody available, no position players available on the bench.
Kyle Seager on the line at third.
They took a lot off of that one. 1-1.
That was a cut fastball, 88 miles an hour.
Here's 1-1. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. One off the fist, popped up. Top play. Nice to have dry conditions, at least in the air. The ground is out there. It's pretty wet, but long time dealing with the rain.
That gives the players a little bit of a break too.
I see you dry it there.
Yeah,
nice catch.
Put a dry shirt on, and it's going to stay that way for a little while.
Yeah. Two to Story. That is problematic. Deep drive center field. Rockies win it. Trevor Story with his 20th home run, his 68th run batted in, and a distasteful way for the Mariners to end the first half.
Just had a tough time swinging the bats here over the last couple of weeks. Didn't score enough runs, and you're right, Dave. Tough way to go in, but we'll go into the half. 19 games over 500. 4 All-Stars will take off for Washington, D.C.
Trevor Story doing damage again to the Mariners. He got 2 for 4. He hit a home run last night. And he hit a home run, drove in 4 on Friday. For Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. We'll talk to you again on Friday at home against the White Sox. Enjoy your All-Star break, everybody. Right now, Mariners postgame, presented by Alaska Airlines, starts right now with Angie and Bill.